Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Well. When was the last time you heard, prior to today, any news about Nicaragua? I'm waiting. I don't even remember when was the last time when I saw a title in the news saying Nicaragua does this, did this, will do this, never will do this. Well, guess what? It's in the news. And since I saw Nicaragua, I said, oh, I think I know what's all about over there. And my first thought is, and this is my theory, uh, remember when it was a conversation regarding between the Russians and Americans with NATO expansion and bringing, rockets and infrastructure, and in Ukraine, maybe if it joins NATO and all that, and they already they brought, the anti-missile rockets, whatever, in Romania and Poland a while ago. And the Russians were very upset because it didn't make sense that it's going to be against Iran, deterrent about Iran rockets towards Europe. And I posted a video with Putin when he laughs in front of in the face of a reporter. When the reporter said that those are meant for Iran, and Putin starts laughing. He said, it's late now, and I'm going to go in a good mood to sleep. You're just kidding. You don't know what they are talking about. So here is the article, and it's about Nicaragua. And when the Americans said, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, the Russians said, okay, we're going to find something that will counter your moves. And we might think of maybe deploying certain things in South America, or and then Americans were like, "Oh, you can't." Remember the Cuban Missile crisis when the Americans placed missiles in Turkey with nuclear missiles, not only the tubes or the missiles, deploy them over there. And Khrushchev told them, take them out. And say, no, okay, well, I'm going to do the same thing to you. And then it was the Cuban Missile Crisis. And then what happened? The Soviets said, okay, we stop, but you take it in 6 months. So they stopped the construction of those pads, launching pads. No. And then the Americans, within 6 months, took their weapons, their rockets out of Turkey. So who won? I don't know, I made you do something. So here seems to be the same thing. I know the story with the Cuban Missile Crisis is told only from the middle almost to the end. Not really about the Turkey thing. The beginning and the end are always missed. It's just that JFK looked into Khrushchev's eyes and Khrushchev blinked and shit his pants. That's how it goes mostly here. So that's how I've been told in school, at least here, in college, by the way, and not only. So let's say here with Miami Herald, May 2nd, 2022, and here's the title. Nicaragua is giving Putin a foothold on our doorstep. The U.S. must push back. Wait a second. What about Ukraine? Wasn't Ukraine on Russia's doorstep? And Russia pushed back, right? And it's wrong for pushing back. Oh, not like that. But how? With a little governmental overthrow, regime change? Oh, okay. Well, maybe. So I have something that you would like to study. Maybe you already did. And this is this book right here. All right. It's called Overthrow. All right. You see the actor, okay? The author, Stephen Kinzer. So in here at page about 98, 99, 100, there's Nicaragua. What United States did to Nicaragua since 1909 when they deposed the President Zelaya. And you're going to see a long number of interventions of the U.S. Marines, overthrows, assassinations, and all that. You find it in this little book. I don't know, I bought this here in America about, I don't know, let me see. I usually always put, the date. The date is 6th of April, 2006. How is that? 6 Aprilia 2006. Woo, we're there. We're May. So there you go. That's when I bought and I read this here. Now let's go and see what this guy are talking about Nicaragua. So so we didn't hear about Nicaragua, nothing. But things occurred over there since 2018. It says in April 2018 when Nicaraguans protested Ortega. So let's go back a little bit. With the heartbreaking images of cities leveled and horrifying atrocities occurring in Ukraine, it is easy not to notice the brutal tyranny taking place in our own hemisphere. Daniel Ortega and Rosario Murillo have turned Nicaragua into a ruthless dictatorship again. But it didn't start today. It started in 2018. In April 2018, when Nicaraguans protested Ortega, they were met with brutal force, as if massacring over 250 people from the protests was not enough. On June 9, 2021, Ortega began arresting potential presidential candidates and civil society members, beginning with Felix Maradiaga and Juan. Where are you, Juan? Oh, I cut it because it was not an important, his name. So two probably who graduated here in the United States, and you know what I mean. When you graduate here and you go back to your country and you get involved in politics, So nevertheless, that's why I don't go back to Romania. So here it is with this guy. So these things occurred in 2018, 2021. I didn't hear a beep about this, nothing. And now all of a sudden, here you go. We got Ortega. Ortega may be a bad dude. According to this report, he is a bad dude. Well, why do we hear about Ortega now? Because I think that the intelligence community here might have found some information, and now it's time to give it to us, vomit it on us, regarding what's going on with the Russians and Ortega, Nicaragua. Maybe another Cuban missile planting. And from what I read another article a few minutes ago, let's say, I can't remember the name of it, but it's something like Western Hemisphere or Latin America organization or something, United States, and all the Latin American countries will meet and discuss. And this American official said that Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela will not be invited. So what does that tell you? That these countries could be, launching pads or, other kind of pads. Anyway, not going to go there. So nevertheless, this is it. We hear all of a sudden about Nicaragua and Ortega, and there must be some talks somewhere in between, maybe Moscow and, Nicaragua here regarding something like this, and all these guys are shitting their pants now. Because the Russians will do what, again, NATO, the defensive alliance, remember, who defended Yugoslavia in 1999, remember that defensive, because NATO was attacked by Yugoslavia. So whoever tells me that's a defensive organization is so good, might be good for its members, but come on, cut that. You know what I mean? Nevertheless, we'll see what's going on here. So you cannot accept this at our doorstep, this author said. But Russians were okay. They were supposed to, take it deep with the Ukraine being on at their doorstep. Isn't that bad that Poland and Romania are technically at their doorstep? They're closer to the Russian territory, possibly than Nicaragua to the United States. Not Cuba, but nevertheless. Cuba is what, 70 miles or something? In straight line. So if you take like that, Romania straight line, it's not there, but could be there somewhere. Anyway, so we're going to hear about Nicaragua more and more and more, and I think things will develop over there the way I said they might be. That's just a prediction, okay? Just I hope things will be okay with all of us. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See ya.